Welcome back to Marta from Sparta. Today's video is supposed to be part of our contest video, but I didn't make it. So I didn't record myself in front of the camera, so today it will be no Marta. But we are approaching free people dupe, and it's gonna be super easy and fast dupe. As you see on the screen already, I'm displaying the images of the shorts which I thrifted online. I purchased those shorts, those Bermudas, specifically on Poshmark, and they were in the great condition and they were my size. I thought they're gonna be super perfect for this dupe. And for this dupe, I'm including everything in description below. We're gonna need the stencils, we're gonna need paint, and we're gonna need lace, and everything is included in the video description, and you can buy it on Amazon unless you have something similar in your stash. But generally it's gonna be super easy and fast dupe. I couldn't resist those shorts. The moment when I saw them online, I thought like, oh my goodness, I have to make something like that, because as always, price is extremely expensive. As I said, I found those shorts specifically on Poshmark, but when I looked on Amazon, there is a lot of very similar options over there. So find something which works for you. Maybe you have something in your closet. I wish those shorts which I bought would be a little bit more oversized, so maybe your husband khakis. You can also cut a long men's khakis to this length and also do this specific dupe. They don't have to be shorts. It happened that I found those online and I was very lucky, but if I wouldn't, I would probably go to Goodwill or some local thrift store and look for like men's khaki pants and cut them short. So without the further ado, let's get started. Again, I apologize that I'm not gonna show on this video, but again, this video is supposed to be part of the last week video, but I wanted to give every talented queen some time on the screen, and then it turned out to be almost 1 hour video, so I thought I'm not gonna extend it and steal the thunder, also putting a free people video in the same week. Okay, what I would like to do first, I think before I'm gonna actually cut the shorts, what I want to do, I want to actually stencil hibiscus on it first, because I like the parts when you're gonna look at inspiration images where the flower is literally like cut in the part of the design. So I want to like naturally cut it after I'm gonna stencil my hibiscus flowers on it. So I'm gonna just basically just look at the stencils. I didn't even open them, and I'm gonna choose the hibiscus which I want to use. I might not necessarily want to use same flower over again. That's, I think, more likely something which we're seeing on the Free People overalls, but there is so many choices. You guys have to choose the one which you want. I'm gonna stencil that on my shorts by mixing 1-to-1 ratio with this. I'm gonna heat set it, and then we're gonna get to the part where we're gonna be cutting shorts. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is the back of my pants, and I heat set it my hibiscus, and the pack which I'm gonna offer you from Amazon has 25 different hibiscus stencils, and some of them are exactly same like Free People. Me personally, Marta, I decided to do a variety of hibiscus. I didn't want to do exactly same pants, because as in every project, beauty is on eye of beholder, and I like the idea of Free People design, but I not necessarily like the fact that they use exactly same flower all over the pants. So I decided to do different hibiscus versions, which I actually like better, and I think I'm finding that more interesting. I also wasn't crazy about placement of hibiscus flowers on Free People pants, so I placed them more the way where I wanted them to be. So now I'm gonna remove the actually cardboard because everything is heat set. So now what I'm gonna plan to do is this specific lace, which I have right over here, is 2.5 inches wide. So I am definitely taking off 2.5 inches, not adding 2.5 inches. And this situation can be various depending what kind of shorts you have. And let me explain now, because that could be actually very interesting to you. If you're gonna, for example, find a shorts which are this long, and you're gonna say, oh well, I wish I would find Bermudas. Actually, that could be not a bad thing, because what you need to do, you basically need to trim just few inches, and you actually can add to your shorts, if you know what I mean. In my case, I'm gonna have to actually cut out this part of my shorts to make them shorter, because for my height, these shorts are way too long. They are like neither, you know, capris or Bermudas on me. They are very weird, odd length for me. So if you actually find shorts which are too short for you, or you maybe have the shorts but you feel like, well, I would still wear them but they're too short, that's actually a great opportunity to make them longer. Okay, so I'm gonna obviously do the version when the shorts are too long for you. So I'm gonna measure from the crotch to the end how long I want them to be, and I'm gonna nicely cut this piece, and I'm gonna leave obviously seam allowance, right? So I have to consider that this is that long, and I'm gonna add seam allowance on top and on the bottom from the piece which I'm gonna cut off, and on top of the shorts, from the body of the shorts. And I found, maybe you're gonna find it very helpful, maybe you didn't think about it. When I used to work with this specific crochet laces, they tend to shrink in laundry. So what I'm gonna do, before I'm gonna actually attach them to my pants, I'm gonna wash them, dry them, and iron them, because I don't want the situation to happen that I'm gonna attach them exactly same with when my leg size is, then gonna shrink, and then it's gonna look kind of like scrunch over here and weird over there. So it's extra work, but I don't mind it. I'm gonna put decent amount of this lace in the laundry and wash it, because I'm gonna also need it for my waist. So if you don't want to do it and you want to take a risk, it's up to you. I'm going to actually pre-wash this and dry this, so I'm gonna know that this is the size of this specific lace. Okay, and I'm definitely keeping the bottom piece, because at least my shorts, they are very elegantly done on the bottom, so I don't want to cause myself extra work and stitch the piece on the bottom again. So I am basically getting rid of this part, and my laces are actually in wash, but in the meantime I can show you the ones which are not in wash, and I'm just gonna pin it and just stitch it gently on top of my pants. And you know, the lucky me, the fabric, whatever that was, lycra or something, it doesn't fray, so I might not even serge it. I probably won't at all, because otherwise I would serge it, but in this case I don't have to. So I'm just gonna nicely place it like this once it's gonna come out from wash, and I'm gonna stitch it all the way around. The only thing which I might do, I might need to open it, because I probably gonna have a nicer finish if I will open it and stitch like a pants with it together. But I don't know yet. I'm gonna see when the lace gonna come out. I'm gonna think about it. For now I have to wait for the lace to dry, but this is general attempt. And I obviously gonna change the strength, but I also gonna do it at the end. So for me, it's gonna be, I think it's 40 minutes for washing and another whatever minutes for drying. For you, you guys are gonna see me in a few seconds. Sorry, my video stopped because my phone is overheating outside in the sun. So what I did, I replaced the rope, which I have. That was the original. I replaced this one. And I'm planning to keep my waist. I'm not deattaching the waist and going through all this trouble. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna find the opening, like that's the opening, and I'm gonna align it with the biggest opening on my lace, like over here, and I'm gonna stitch it under and around the whole waist, and that's how I'm gonna approach my waist. I don't think that I want to just completely replace it because it's supposed to be super easy dupe, and that's the way I think it's gonna be the easiest. So I'm gonna put you guys on stand and I'm gonna like zoom in so you can guys watch what I'm doing. touched my waist. So as you see, that's how I did it. I stitched on top, on the bottom, and I stayed away from the edge because I know what's gonna happen is this type of clothing. If I would make this lace stick over, it would be keep getting folded, and it would just look generally ugly because it's just wear and tear, right? So instead of making the lace sticking over, I just hit it a little bit lower from the original waist. And obviously everything is still functioning. I can just clip it over here and tie it. And I think I have some like a shoelaces endings. If you remember last year, I used them a lot, but this is gonna be last touch. Next step, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually look up for the image of seashell and sketch it, and then we're gonna go into the embroidery part of it, and we're gonna be done. Well, that was like super easy and fun project. Obviously my lacing is a little bit lighter than the pants, and they're not the exactly same color like a Free People one, but if you guys are better with on hunting than I do, maybe you're gonna find something closer to it. But I could also try to dye it, but I like the way it is, and I'm gonna look for some fun images, sketch it on my shorts, and then actually, look, I have actually towel over here. I always cover my table outside with a beach towel because my sewing machine like leaves like marks on it. So I might actually steal this image and just sketch it. Oh, there is another one over here. And just like sketch it on my pants. And I'm gonna grab some neon thread and embroider that, and we're gonna have Free People Dupe. So I just freehanded from the image from the pants. I saw it. It doesn't have to be obviously exactly. So I just freehanded using the sewing marker. Once I'm gonna done embroidery that, then I'm just gonna spray it with the water and marker will dissolve. Working on my first embroidery. My shoe is gonna actually match this pants, and I chose kind of like a turquoise color. I could do neon green, but I don't want neon green. I think that a hibiscus is to me very much a tropical flower, and the seashells are also in my head more like on the tropical side, and the turquoise, like when I think about it, it's like beautiful turquoise waters somewhere in the tropicals. So I chose to partner this hibiscus with more like turquoise color, which reminds me like a tropical vacation, and the lace is also super fun. So this is my choice. You can do exactly same color as Free People did. I did this one for myself because again, I'm using them as inspiration and I do what works for me. And in my head, this combination show with the hibiscus and this color makes more sense.